Cash is a peer-to-peer electronic payment system. And with me to explain exactly how it works is Impact Ambassador Mike Mumola. And Mike, I know you're not a financial advisor, it's not financial advice, but talk to me about Epic Cash. What's it all about?
It's about changing the world through digital currency. And what's happened is, if we look at the advent of cryptocurrency going back to 2008, when Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin, that was revolutionary in many ways. And there were certain technologies that existed and certain technologies that didn't exist. But one of the things that was happening in the world was that there was a real problem with trust. People had trust issues with their money, what institutions were doing or not doing with their money. And so this was an attempt to address all of those problems through cryptocurrency. So fast forward about a decade, the founder and devs, the engineers behind Epic Cash, had the ability to stand on the shoulders of those giants like Bitcoin and others, and to see what was done right, what was done wrong, and what technologies didn't exist at the time it was created. And so they took all of that and put together what is now Epic Cash, which is the future of money. Well,
funny. So how will we use Epic Cash? Like, explain how the future of money works.
Absolutely. So it's, like you said, it's a peer-to-peer, interactive and digital cash. So we can transact with the click of a button. So when you look, the important thing about it being peer-to-peer is that it's also permissionless. And when you get back to that trust issue, that's what was really important. Because if I want to send you money, whether you're sitting next to me or you're sitting on the other side of the globe, I want to be able to click a button and send that to you without having to worry about centralized institutions or organizations being able to affect or impact that. That's what Epic is doing. So it gives individuals the ability to transact and control their money the way money was originally intended to. And one of the things that's fundamental to that is privacy. So Epic's not necessarily a privacy coin, but because of this incredible technology that the founder and the engineers created, it has some of the most superior privacy features on the planet. Many would say the most superior. And that's important. We recognize that today. Society and societies are recognizing the importance of privacy, right? For example, if I ask you, Jane, how much money do you have in your bank account? Or I ask anyone in this studio, how much do you have in your account? We wouldn't tell each other because we recognize inherently that it's private. Well, the same applies if someone wants to, for example, donate to any kind of an organization. They want to be able to do that without fear that there's going to be retaliation, that your bank account's going to be closed. Like, that shouldn't happen.
That was kind of terrifying there for a while.
It's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, what's interesting is, like, I felt like people didn't care about privacy for like a decade, and there's a backlash now to what that actually means. You really, literally don't have any privacy anymore. So it's important.
Well, you do through certain technologies.
Okay, well, so let's back up for a minute. You mentioned the developers kind of took what Bitcoin and improved upon it. So what are some of the technologies that they implemented that improved on it?
So what they did, like I said, taking the opportunity to learn from these great technologies that existed at the time, there were certain privacy features, for example, Mimblewimble and others that didn't exist in 2008 or in 2014 that existed in 2019. So by implementing Mimblewimble and CoinJoin and Cut-Through and these other opportunities through technology, it changes everything. And it not only gives Epic this really incredible privacy feature, it also substantially reduces the blockchain, and that's what makes it really exciting. So in addition to privacy, we look at scalability. What's the scalability? So the entire blockchain of Epic is 2.6 gigs. Compare that with Bitcoin that's 380 or 400 gigs. We have people all over the world in over 120 countries, thousands of computers that are mining it on their laptops and gaming computers. The entire blockchain of Epic can fit on a smartphone, and very soon people will be mining it from their phones. So when you think about the potential for scalability, there are 1.8 billion unbanked people in the world. But a lot of them have phones. A lot of them have computers. What happens to the potential of this project when those people who would otherwise never be part and historically haven't been part of the global economy are able to enter through this? That's what we're excited about.
And would that also have some, excuse me, energy implications as well?
Yeah, so the energy, you know, this Epic is incredibly eco-friendly because it's already using what people have. People have cell phones. They have spare space on their phones. It'll use that. They have laptops. They have gaming computers. So they're using it, unlike a lot of these other cryptocurrencies where you're required to buy expensive pieces of hardware. There are hundreds of millions of tons of e-waste that go into dumps year after year because these pieces of mining equipment cannot be recycled and they get destroyed. So when we talk about energy, the energy that's being used is already on the systems and there's no waste.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you.
Yep.